Is our title race already over? It's frustrating to even say this so early in the season, but we've dropped way too many points that a team chasing a WSL title can't afford to drop. We've looked shaky at the back, and even when we do score, it feels like we're one mistake from throwing it all away. Every week, it's the same story. Individual errors, miscommunication, and a backline that just doesn't look settled. And what makes it worse, we knew this was our biggest weakness coming into the season, and we didn't address it. The transfer window came and went, and instead of strengthening where we were weakest, we focused elsewhere. And now we're seeing the cost of that. The goals we're conceding aren't worldies. They're sloppy defensive errors, and they're avoidable. They're the kind of goals that kill momentum, kill confidence, and honestly, kill title hopes. We brought in talent for sure, but defensively, we're still a mess, and it's costing us every single week. And the table says it all. We're sitting fifth right now, 5 points behind Chelsea, and this is Chelsea. They dropped 6 points in the whole of last season. So if we're already 5 behind now, then it's not looking good. So, yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, only 5 games in, unless something drastic changes, I don't see us clawing this title race back. And it's looking more and more like we're in a race for top 4. I thought that a good place to start would be to look at the errors, which there are many. I've got multiple screenshots here of the many errors that we've been letting slip. So here's the first one. This is the Daphne Van Domselaar error against West Ham. She's under no real pressure. Ball slips through her fingers, hits the post, hits her, goes in. A bit of an embarrassing one. This is from the Man City game. This is their first goal. Kasparai makes a run. Caitlin Ford has no idea that she's there. This is the exact moment where she spots her and tries to go after it. She's way too late. It's far too late. She's in, she crosses it. Bunny Shaw's going to get to that header all day. This was their winner. Again, so poor. I thought Steph Catley, I thought she should have closed this down. Instead, she just kind of stands there hoping to block it. I think this is really poor from Van Domselaar as well. I think you've got to die for that. I mean, if there's any goalies watching this and you think I'm being harsh, let me know. I know it's somewhat close, kind of, but I think she's got to die for this. You can't just stick her like this. Is the kind of save that I would try to make as a non-goalie. Like I just don't think it's very good at all. Then we go to the Lyon mistake. Here you can see Catley, she passes it back to Van Domselaar. There's no one around her. She's under no pressure. She's got so much time to just control it, have a touch, have 2 touches. There's no pressure there. Instead, she tries to just one touch back to Catley, miskicks it and hits it straight to Demornay. This one was so disappointing. I mean, to be under absolutely no pressure at all, and yeah, I mean, that's bad. The next one is also bad. This is just after Mariona's been dispossessed. She has no idea that there's someone behind her, turns straight into the player, loses it. And then here, this is where, it goes to Katie Reed, and you can see Demornay right there. She's in her eye line, and she heads it straight to her. straight to Demone, who, absolutely buries it. It was a great shot, but again, this is so poor. Every single one of these, they're so bad. Like, what can we do to stop these kinds of errors? They're just so sloppy. Um, we like I said, we should have strengthened in the summer in the defense. And I know we got Taylor Hines, and I am happy with that signing. Although she didn't have a very good game against Lyon. But for me, we desperately, desperately needed a centre back. Like, I thought it was obvious how badly we really needed a centre back, and we didn't get one. I thought we really, really needed a right back as well. I know we've seen Katie Reed cover a bit last season, but and she's great defensively. She's such a good defensive player, but she's not a right back. She's not going to overlap the winger and put a cross in. She's not a modern type of fullback. That's the kind of fullback that you need. You need someone who's going to get crosses in the box and can defend. So we're very, very light in that area as well. We basically just have Fox, and we have like 4 left backs. So I don't understand why we didn't strengthen in that area, and it's really, really costing us big time, as you can see. And then Daphne Van Bommelaar, I don't know what's going wrong there. She had a great season last season, and I do feel like she is one of those keepers that does have an error in her, but in all fairness to her, she's got a very, very shaky defense in front of her. And yes, she has been the reason why we've conceded a couple of these goals, but she's also facing way too many shots and sloppiness in front of her. It must be horrible for her to have this defense and midfield who are giving the ball away constantly. We're giving it away in midfield. We're giving it away in defense. Our passing is just horrendously bad. We're losing the ball in such dangerous, dangerous areas. But what I wanted to sort of mention about Van Bommelaar is she the keeper that we need, or is she the keeper before the keeper? Which, when we had Aaron Ramsdale, we all thought he was amazing. Like, everyone loved him. It was confusing to us that we were even looking at David Raya. Like, why do we need David Raya? We've got Aaron Ramsdale. But then when Raya came in, it was all of a sudden clear. You could actually see, like, okay, now, like, I get it now. I get why we needed a new keeper, but we didn't realize it before. And as much as I like Van Bommelaar, don't get me wrong, I don't think we do need a new keeper, but it's also very clear that I don't think she's a top keeper yet. I hope that she can be. I wouldn't put her in the same bracket as a Hannah Hampton, and I think Fallon Tullis-Joyce is also a better keeper. Van Bommelaar with the ball at her feet, I don't think she's great. A lot of her passes are very inaccurate. I don't think she's the biggest problem, though. I do think that, we literally just won the Champions League with her. Let's say that. Like, she is a really good keeper. I don't want to hammer her too much. The problem for me is the defense, and to another extent as well, the midfield, areas that should have really desperately been strengthened, but weren't. And we're kind of stuck now, really. We can try and strengthen in the next window, but they need to sort something out before then. We can't afford to drop any more points. You know, we've got a big game coming up tomorrow. Today's Saturday. We've got Brighton tomorrow. And they can't afford to lose this game. This is a must-win game for us if we're going to have any hopes whatsoever in competing for this title. So for me, I think I want to see a few changes. I want to see Kyra Cooney-Cross. I want to see her start. I think we need someone who's more defensively minded. If we're going to play that double pivot, I want her in it. I want to see Chloe Kelly start. I need to see her start on the right. Her crossing has also been awful, but no one can put a ball in the box like Chloe Kelly can. She is a phenomenal crosser. I want to see her on the right, whipping balls in, and I want to see Olivia Smith on the left. I want to see her on the left. She's not the best crosser over the ball, but on the left, she can cut in and she can, you know, hopefully get some shots away from that side. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we still have a good chance? Do you think the WSL season is kind of over for us? Are we now in a top 2, 3, 4 race? Who knows? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.